Hey Carl, how does squatting and deadlifting translate? Sagittal plane, intense movement patterns like that. How does it translate to moving good in a circular space?
Yeah, it translates well if your technique is on point and you understand that the squat, the way that you use squatting mechanics with a barbell, has a way for you to access groundwork in and out of it. So it's key. And the other thing is, if you are looking to develop power, especially like acrobatics, you will get a lot of jump out of it and a lot of height from. Okay, there she goes. All right, Snap, this is yours now.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those things you have to take. Sometimes you have to get out of your own way and just take the opportunity, right?
Yeah, this is exciting, and you can see that she's now turned it up. She's like, okay, that's my window.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Locked in.
Yeah, keep in mind she has no other objective than going to the top of the podium.
Right. One thing I would say, power flow, her flow is a little bit, like her name says it all, her flow is a little bit strong, but obviously you saw that little bit of misexecution in her second round. And that's it. Ooh, let's go to the judges.
Yeah, that was an easy call.
Yeah.
Nice.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of Snap One, and getting to know her over the last couple months, she is very impressive, not only in her work ethic, but in her willingness to learn. Like, she is a sponge and is very coachable and very willing. And this is something that we look in athletes that want to make it to the highest level of performance, is we're looking for coachability. And this is not influencing style. This is about finding the weaknesses or the liabilities and making them assets. And if anybody knows how to do that, that is Snap One. And as many know, she has a military background. She currently lives in Alaska, and she is a helicopter mechanic. So she is
just technically on point. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
About what you just said, liability into assets. That's an incredible idea right there. I know.
All right, here we go.
Triple down.
Shoot, my bad.
All good. All good.
Technical difficulties. Boom.
All right. So yeah, Sunny's up next.
Oh, did we miss a battle?
Oh no, I think we might have.
That just skipped. Huh? That was weird.
Yeah.
It's live or not?
Yeah, we just missed that. Oh, wait, no, we're back.
Okay.
Mia Flo versus Sunny. Wow.
Mia Flo
all right.
There you go. In Vegas like a few weeks ago. She's coming off a win. Let's see if she can parlay that.
Young one.
Well, Sunny is also somebody else who I've been so impressed working with. She has a full-time corporate job for Estee Lauder, the makeup company, and she manages teams and huge budgets. So she's very smart. And in addition to that, she's also very coachable, has a gymnastics background, and she just started doing a lot of strength training with her strength and conditioning coach, Asia Campbell. So exciting to see her level up too.
Asia Campbell, you know who that is?
That's actually somebody who I connected Sunny with, and now they are working together really closely. So she runs all of her strength and conditioning programming.
Wow. Look at that. That was crazy. Her thing, like I said, one of her strengths are she could do footwork, flare from footwork, very hard technique to do. And Mia Flo is known for mostly kind of like foundation based, a lot of attitude, a lot of burns. So it's an interesting contrast between Sunny, who's a little bit more athletically inclined.
Yeah, and Sunny is also very analytical. Like, she knows exactly what's going on. She knows she's 10 steps ahead, and she's gaming the whole thing, and at the same time trying to let herself be as loose as possible. And that's the opening right now. It's like,
that's the opening.
so this just gave her that much more access for later in the game.
Nice transition.
Nice drop, yeah.
Valdez to 90. Now, one thing about Sunny, as I said previously, like she's definitely working more on her flow and footwork prior to when I used to see her around. You know.
I was kind of short right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is just an interesting stat. The average round for a breaker is 34 seconds. Sunny's average round is 28 seconds. So she's known to do shorter rounds.
Right.
Interesting.
What would be the strategy to what? Is that something you would want to change, or is that something you would want to keep?
You would want to keep. I mean, the more surgical you are, the better. Especially in the earlier rounds, you want to save yourself for the end and have as much capacity to throw your strongest stuff at the very end. And for Sunny, one of the things that's so exciting is that she has a full-time job, as many others do. I mean, this is something to keep in mind. Everybody is funding their own way here. So any way you can support them. I'm representing Catch Rec right now, Gravity's brand. But any way that you can support the breakers going down this path, the better. They all need it. And yeah, so it's exciting to see this happen. But one of the things that Sunny is doing is she is now basically in her mind, even though she continues to work full time, she's transitioning into becoming a full-time breaker. So if she has shown dominance up until this point, just wait. She's coming and she's doing some very interesting things in behind the scenes that I can't wait for everybody to see on the dance floor.
Right. Okay, we got D-Tex, Gravity, Valencio, El Nino, Frankie, Morris, Sweet Pea, and Jeffro. Wow. Okay, that's a lineup for the guys, the men's category. We got like so Morris
in the house, huh?
Jeffro and Gravity are known from the Breaking for Gold, right? So we got 3 of them in there ready to go. D-Tex from Texas, Frankie from New York. And put the volume down because they're playing soul music and copyright. So let's put them shout out to, we got Danny Dibble in the chat. He's obviously a fan of LaVix. That was earlier, I believe, right? The qualifiers.
Yeah, how did it go? We would love to know how it went.
Yeah, I don't know. All I know is she's on there, right?
She made it through, and just points alone, she has already made the USA team. She is the first official USA team member. So, I mean, shout out to LaVix.
Yeah, and then you worked with her personally too, right? You basically was helping her. I saw in the stories you saw her in the on her social media working like kettlebells and sprints and stuff like that, using your CrossFit background. How is that going? Because I saw her around earlier, and I saw her last week. Okay, before we get into that, put a thumbtack on that. We're about to start this first battle, D-Tex
versus.
All right, so Gravity is feeling good. This morning, his words were he was feeling impeccable, and he plans on continuing that vibe going all the way through the night.
Right. I mean, these are the new things of being disciplined and showing different types of techniques to kind of keep you there versus just like, hey, I'm just doing what I'm doing. You know. Up first, we got D-Tex, Texas.
Shun Murder.
I mean, right now, my heart rate is pretty elevated. I am so bought into this whole process. Like, I feel like I'm watching my children.
Yeah, I was about to say that. The thing about D-Tex, he's as hungry as Gravity, because he's like kind of not newer in the scene, but like Gravity's been definitely in front of the camera a lot longer.
Mm-hmm. Cool. I just want you to pay attention to the confidence of Gravity as he walks in here.
All right, that's a good. For me, I always like the fact that someone that can reset the energy and take their time. That's my thing.
Yeah.
And this is a pretty recent development for Gravity. It's been this year.
100.
Since his shoulder surgery. But just watch him. He's alive.
It's funny because usually D-Tex is a lot more like, okay, he kept it straight.
Oh, no, short.
Yeah.
D-Tex was kind of muddled within his
exactly, yeah. But usually he has more energy when he's coming out, or more like basically force. Oh, That was dope, but that was kind of a repeat from what he did in his first round. You know what I mean? Just a different transition to the necklace or the carousel, as they would say. Oh, wow.
Yeah, not very much speed right now to his movement.
Yeah.
Slipping in and out.
Even though Gravity's round was short, he could definitely take advantage of that the last 2 rounds, to be honest. Again, resetting the round, resetting the energy.
He said, I got the crown.
Yeah, Gravity's mindset has been evolving
Nice.
dramatically, and it's all showing in his movement. And he's willing to test new things
Wow.
and do it in a way that he's never done it before. Gravity is one force to be reckoned with. It's exciting.
Yeah, how he's slowing down and changing the pace. That's really, really short. I guess that's all that's needed.
Yo, shout out to Vins_plus. Gravity's going on full Pink Nation. Oh, damn.
Gravity didn't do anything right there. He's looking good for this comp.
He's looking really good, actually. Very sharp. He took advantage of basically kind of like the low energy that D-Tech's provided, which is new. Okay. This one's a one to watch right here. Young Gunna versus the original Young Gunna. All right. Shout out to the chat. Full passion fruit. Damn. Vins.
All right, and we also
shout out to Vins.
Yeah, we also know what the next women's bracket is going to be. It's Snap versus Pep and Sunny versus Levix.
Ooh. That's a revenge from New York, right? That was like the original finals in New York. Let's see if Levix will come in with a vengeance.
Valencia's a humble kid. I got a chance to see them down when I was out in Houston, out at Break Free Houston, and yeah, super humble kid. He's a original student from their camp, from Jeremy and Moy. So it's really cool seeing like these kids perform at the highest level and they're students.
Yeah, Valencia, according to the ranking and the points, he is a contender today to be on the national team officially.
Wow.
So you're watching a potential team member right here.
So awesome. I think he's still in high school, like 17 or something.
Good composition coming from. And then we got my man El Nino.
Yeah, I haven't been able to work with Pookie much. He's been super busy, but we had a great conversation a few months ago, and yeah, he's going for it. So let's see what happens.
I mean, just original transitions, power. He rides his momentum throughout his round, but he also knows how to reset like this and show that he has foundational postures and control these positions. And it's a beautiful thing. And
That was a dope transition right there. The Air Baby combo.
Direction change.
I mean, this is really good for Valencia to go up against El Nino. It allows him to push all the way through. And, I mean, if Valencia doesn't make it this time around, he is still a contender for 2028 in Los Angeles. So Valencia is somebody to look out for. It's going to be hard to beat El Nino, but yeah.
Yeah, and all it takes is one good battle, as we've seen from someone like Victor. And he, I forgot what year it was when he battled Pookie. That's
2011.
11, yeah.
2011.
Let's goes at that level. One breakthrough battle, and that's it. So he has 4 years. He could be ready next month.
What do you think? Carl? Seeing the different styles, obviously El Nino like this one-stop, non-stop motion of momentum, versus Valencia. What do you think, Jay? What's your guys' opinion so far?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it's amazing. And my untrained eye, right now, what I'm seeing in El Nino is that he needs just a little bit of training. I think there's just some like fitness that needs to be developed that will allow him to start to tap into fundamentals that can lead to a slightly different style. Because you're going to see Jeffro, Gravity, they have completely taken their style to a new level this year, and it's because they found a baseline to get there. And I don't know if you remember, but not very long ago, this was maybe 4 or 5 months ago, Jeffro was also 1 speed, and it was all just signature 1 speed. That has changed, but I think his style is amazing, and I mean, when it comes to power, he doesn't seem to miss. I think here comes Morris, huh?
Yo, this is Shadow Rock and PROFOWON.
And this is Jasoul.
And you're watching the Gearhdz Breakcast. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell at the top for notifications, and follow us on Instagram at Gearhdz Breakcast. Peace, y'all.
Peace.